All right, well, it's Chris, and we've got
Skylar.
And we are just back from, where did we go?
Penhurst Paracon. It's actually Penhurst State School for the Feeble-Minded and Epileptic. The asylum part is actually just for like the haunted house.
Good job, kiddo. So we did we did Paracon 2025. We got the all access RIP ticket for the entire weekend, and we did the celebrity overnight investigations on Friday and Saturday night. Do you want to show them the ticket and your lanyard? Friday night, got in. We stayed at a local hotel. Got there about 3 p.m.
Hey, wait, let me say something. So Gina, the fox lady,
Miss Gina Bankston.
we both have matching fox pins since we both love foxes that much.
Yep, Miss Gina is the Parafox. Mm-hmm. And you are the
ParaKit.
ParaKit. What's a kit?
A kit is a baby fox.
So we got there about 3 o'clock. I took a nap because I was exhausted. Skylar stayed up and just survived on Baja Blast Mountain Dew. And no, they are not sponsoring our video, but
I wish.
right, you and me.
Sponsor.
Got there about 6:30. The investigation went from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. The way they had it laid out was really cool. Once you were let in, you had complete free roam of the entire. Well, you had free roam of the campus, pretty much anywhere accessible by the catwalk, all except for the infirmary. It was they had
The infirmary was open.
right, but they had crowd control gates to guide you up there with some string lights and things like that.
Because it was that dark, But Philadelphia wasn't open, flooded because of how much rain and stuff. But we went. Okay, fun fact. Went into Tinicum. Okay, they said doors open. Go roam it. Go ahead. You can go.
That was on Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday, real quick, we went to Tinicum. Okay? We went up to the 3rd and 2nd floor. Weren't supposed to go up there. Hey, at least we got a better because they won't be able to probably get those spaces until next year. But we got them right now. Okay. But yeah, they were supposed to say, if the doors open, go ahead. But we were on the 3rd and 2nd floor. Weren't supposed to go up there. They basically locked us in, but he moved the gate so we could get out. We wouldn't want to live in Tinicum.
Yeah, we had to get out. But they ended up on Friday night putting celebrities in the different buildings. So as you were going into the different buildings to investigate, they were either stationary with their equipment. You could participate in the investigation with them, or they roamed and found you and started participating in your investigation. So when we were in the Limerick building, we had only brought the gear that we had. Skylar, we had our REM pod, we have our K2, and we had our camcorder. So there are videos of both Friday night and Saturday night's investigation on the channel. Definitely go back, take a look, take a like, and subscribe.
It's dead.
Oh, wow.
It's dead.
We just need to replace the battery probably. It was got a lot of use this weekend, literally.
Proof.
We were able to do all of the buildings. We've got a lot of great evidence. Please go back, take a look at it. Literally, Skylar is on video doing the Estes method in almost, if not all of the buildings, right, Rox?
Except for the infirmary.
Except for the infirmary.
It was so wet in there.
So we finished up Friday night at about 1:30, 2 o'clock. We got back to our hotel about 2:30, and then we were back at Paracon Saturday morning, bright and early at...
Longest thing I survived on that morning was Baja Blast.
And a donut.
Yeah.
And we got there about 8:30. So part of the RIP access is that they had, well, with the ticket options that you had, they had a staggered entrance time. So with RIP, you were able to get into Paracon, have access to the vendors and the celebrities at 9 a.m. Mm-hmm. By 10 o'clock, we had met everyone that we wanted to meet, got pictures, got autographs.
First Project Fear because I'm a fan.
A little bit, just a little bit.
No, just no. Wait, I can try.
So we got Project Fear, got a photograph. Then we went
Josh
over,
Gates.
and I got to meet Josh Gates, and I totally fanboyed. Totally fanboyed. Skylar's got her fear gear. Got a picture with Josh. Got to talk with him. Super down to earth, really nice guy. Left Josh. Went over to.
He was gonna get a tattoo for his signature, but
Yeah, I wasn't waiting in the line the next day. I was going to
no,
go to the
it
sign
was so long.
underneath one of my tattoos and get it tattooed.
Yeah, but it was so long. It was like out of the actual like range. Like that boy's famous.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Then we left. Went and met Jason Halls, Sherry, Dave, Tango, and Steve Gonzalez. Left there and went and Skylar met Kelsey Davies and got a picture with her, got a photograph, got her autograph. I think I have it in one of my briefcases, kiddo.
No, it's not that. I have my book.
Oh, yeah, your book. That was, well, no, we got that on Sunday. We met her again. So Saturday, met everybody, then went around, got some lunch. The food lines were so quick. We never waited in a single line. We walked right up. We got food right away. We got our drinks. There was plenty of places to sit underneath the food tent, shaded area. Then we went around, checked out the vendors. So on Saturday...
Wait, let me show you something. It is really cool that we got from like one of the vendors. It's like a glass windowsill thing.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the vendor, though. Is the card in here?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
This like glass window bat. It's
And
like
that was
so
from
pretty.
Oddly Fascinating.
That's just our sponsor. Love it. Go sponsor. Go get them.
So it turned out really good. That's one of the things that Skylar wanted. Now Saturday we did end up going over to.
Well, I say something. But quick thing about this, it's red, but if you put it in the winter, it looks purplish. So in your opinion, go ahead, choose whatever.
So we left there. Then we went over to Bob and Gina's booth, which is their company is Vortex Ghost Gear, and Skylar's going to walk you through the equipment that she got and all of the really cool things that each of the equipment pieces do and how we use them now when we investigate. So we're looking forward to using them in some upcoming investigations.
Quick thing, I have this. I'm a gem collector, so I have this like really cool like gem thingy. It's just really pretty. Had to.
Well, then if you're going to go through all that stuff before we go into the equipment, do you want to talk about the which one animals?
It's like rainbowish.
And we got this at Red Duke Games, who was one of the vendors.
Okay, so the weird thing is, it's manufactured for Red Duke Games, LLC, Limerick, PA. Building. Penhurst, okay. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, you don't have to explain how. You can just explain briefly.
Okay, so basically, where is it? Okay, so there's animal cards and question cards. Each person gets a pile of like different cards, and basically you would flip them over, and if it's like a question like which animal would you high five, like angry deer. I mean, like a deer or like a wolf, basically. You have to fight for your one. And if you get something really stupid versus something really good, you have to be like, okay, I'm just going to give it.
It's just a give me. But great game. We played it a couple times, and it's been a blast. My wife and her played it last night. Me and her played it last night. And, of course, she won every time. So, all right, let's jump into the gear. What do you want to talk about first, kiddo? Here, I'll fix it.
Okay, so first, this is like a dome. We actually have two of those. Yeah.
So they're what do they use? They're dome static meters.
The Vortex, I'm just going to read off the paper. I highlighted stuff, so. The Vortex dome is a device that is triggered by static or turbolytic fields. Its international antenna can pick up static fields that are not visible to the human eye as far as 3 feet away. Why a static or turbolytic field director? There are plenty of the cries out there, which is in the paranormal community. Ories out there, which are in the paranormal community, which is one is that there are two kinds of static. One which is a natural part of the environment, and the other which is naturality. Why is it to get naturality occurring static may fluctuate paranormal intensity by adding energy into the environment.
So pretty much what this detects is, have you ever been in a situation where...
Okay. Basically, it's like there's hairs up their back, or like you get chills up your arm. Stop.
They believe it's static electricity. So what it does is you turn it on. There's a little LED here at the top. And
if you want, you can pause and read all this. Like, I want to...
Wait, you can go to vortexghostgear.com and you'll be able to read everything that they do. So what it does is you set it down, you push the button, you set it and forget it, and as the energy charges the room or some paranormal activity occurs, one of the LEDs are also directional, so to tell you which way it's coming from, and then you could also have interactions with it. So that was a cool piece. We actually used that on Saturday in Candyland, and we also used Skylar's. It's called the crypto.
Let me do it.
Crypto cord.
Let me do it. Okay. So the crypto cord. Said I'm a fox person. I'm a fox person. So basically, thank you for approaching. Okay, I'm done.
We don't have to read it, kiddo.
So basically, you turn it on and it scans the room.
Set it down. And there's custom music to it as well. So as it's scanning and sitting, once the music stops, it's read the room, and the sensor on the front has about a 35-foot barrier, both forward and out vertically or horizontally. And if anything breaks the barrier, the music will happen. And the same thing is if the temperature changes.
What was that?
It's the reflection off the box.
Oh.
If the
Yeah, but like, see.
temperature changes also, it will go off. But you got your sensor right here, and you got an LED indicator at the top. And I tell you what, go back and watch the Saturday night investigation with Patty Negri, and this thing went off like this was invaluable. This and the REM pod were awesome pieces of equipment.
Okay, so my next thing might be
Well, Saturday morning, we ended up meeting up with Old Spirits Investigation in the Limerick building. And they ended up inviting us on an investigation. And Skylar had another piece of equipment that she got, and it's a trigger animal. So do you want to explain about how the trigger animal works?
So basically, this is a cat. So basically, there's all different ones. Of course, there's a black cat. So basically, there's like this button on the pole. Okay, so then you sit down. Something can pet it or touch it on the head. So something. Wait. So basically, I'm just gonna show you from one more time. Something can pet it, touch its head, and it will go like that, or touch its body and it will go like that. But there's also a button on the side right here. Turn it and then on the head.
It's music mode.
Yeah. It has a music mode. So that is the kitty cat.
So they came in very handy. On Saturday night, we had all the equipment. We were able to do investigations. Now, Saturday, Skylar had a really awesome opportunity when we went back over to catch up with Bob and Michael in Limerick. When we walked in, who was there?
Kelsey Davis was actually there, so we actually got to ghost hunt with her for a little bit. And then she decided to go in the basement, which gave me chills down there, not gonna lie.
So you got to go down. Literally, it was Skylar, me, Kelsey Davies, her...
I think her boyfriend, for sure.
The gentleman that was with her?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. Then we had two other folks that were with us that were with Kelsey and her friend. And it was a very interesting evening down there. But what was cool is that, and again, go back and watch the video from Saturday from Candyland, with Patty, Skylar made contact with a little girl that was in Candyland with Patty, and Patty had mentioned that the little girl had no shoes. And, why don't you have any shoes on? Things like that. Well, we left there, me and Skylar, and now mind you, Kelsey and Patty have not spoken, nothing like that. We get back over to Limerick, and Skylar, when we walked into the building, the equipment that Bob and Michael had set up on the first floor started to activate. And as Kelsey was sitting on the floor, Skylar ended up sitting down. They were talking. Kelsey saw a little girl, and she was like, "Why don't you have any shoes on?" Remember that? Mm-hmm. And it was like, hold on. Little girl over in Candyland, did she follow Skylar to Limerick? We'll never know, but more of a reason for us to go back and check it out again. Mm-hmm. So, finished up with Kelsey Davies. We ended up actually on Saturday night probably leaving at about 12:45, because again, we had been up the previous night and didn't get back to the hotel until almost 2:30, back up at 8:30. Now we're at probably 1:30 in the morning on Sunday. Ended up waking up Sunday morning early again, getting back over at 9 o'clock, and we got the opportunity to literally go back to all of our friends, all of the celebrities that we met, and got the opportunity to say goodbye to them. Kelsey Davies, Miss Patty.
We only met Project Fair and Josh once though.
Yeah, the lines were insane.
Yeah, definitely.
Insane.
Like they're that famous. Like their lines were like definitely like Josh's line was like out of like the actual zone, but Project Fair was like basically filled up the whole zone. Like no, we did not want to wait in that line.
Yeah, it was intense. Now I will say this. The staff that were handling the lines and like just being there for the celebrities that were meeting and greeting folks, the staff was absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. They kept the lines moving quickly. As soon as you got up there, they were willing to, if you didn't have long enough arms to do what you had to do, they would take your picture for you. Just over the top nice. I don't think we had a bad interaction with a single person, both guest or staff member at Paracon. What do you think? Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody was just so nice, so accommodating. If you have not been, you need to go. I'm excited to see what the next year's lineup will be. I'm excited to see maybe get involved, and Skylar can come out and we'll have some fun, investigate again.
Working Quaker.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to do the overnight investigations again. You
know what? If Philadelphia's open, I might work in there instead of Quaker.
That is one of the ones I'd like to get into Philadelphia. We didn't have the opportunity to go in there, and hopefully by then they'll actually have Tinicum, the other floors, opened up and cleaned out a little bit more.
You know what? I wish
there are a couple pictures.
I wish the hospital wasn't like all ruined, but like because it was like falling down. So
it wasn't falling down. Like it was not unsafe. It was everywhere that we went and had access to.
No, I mean the
was
hospital.
Safe. But it was safe.
Yeah, I wish we could have gone into the hospital, but it was like so because they started tearing it down because like it was already.
Yeah, the actual hospital itself. You're talking about that. I'm thinking of the infirmary. No. I'm sorry, you're right.
I mean the actual hospital.
The hospital. Yeah, I don't think the hospital is even standing anymore.
No, it was a little bit.
A little bit? Yeah, I totally missed that. But we had a blast.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out. PenhurstAsylum.com is where you'll find all the information for Paracon.
On Saturday they had the assembly open. We were gonna go, but I was like, I'm just too tired, and I thought it was a big walk up the hill. I'm like,
nope.
I'm like,
just right out the back door of Devon.
Sorry.
So
I was like, I'm not walking up that hill. It was a short hill.
But definitely, VortexGhostGear.com. I would definitely give them a look. All the equipment is handmade by Bob himself. The boxes are hand designed by Gina. And again, they can do these fully customizable. So like Skylar is a big Fox person, so she got the Fox. And then of course, when she heard the song, it was even more of a win-win situation. Some of the things we're looking forward to probably getting from Bob and Gina later down the road so my wife doesn't divorce me. I definitely would like to get the
sad thing,
easy spirit
there
box.
there was this thing, like, there was puppies there to adopt.
Oh yeah, they had the ASPCA there, and they had dogs the whole weekend, and these dogs were so adorable. One looked exactly like Scooby Doo, and I sent my wife a picture, and she said, "I'm a dog person, but don't you dare."
Why is that?
We have enough that
Because
there
I
is
end
now.
up having to take care of every animal.
Look, unless you want to be on camera, you're not allowed to participate in the video left.
Oh, okay.
So, but we did get to pet one or two dogs, and they had the puppies, and some of the puppies did get adopted, which was amazing and awesome, and that was a really, really cool thing. They had a lot of, like I said, a lot of great vendors were there. They didn't have a lot of like repeat vendors, which I really appreciated.
What do you mean by repeat?
So not a lot of the same vendors or different vendors selling the same thing.
Wait, I have to show something. So I like 3D things. I got 3D snake. It's so long. It's rainbow too.
So we're looking forward to getting back out, doing an investigation back at Paracon, or at Penhurst, I'm sorry. We're going to keep posting some videos. I'm going to put back some old videos that we have from where we've gone out to Gettysburg and investigated, and put those up here soon for you guys to take a look at. And we thank you for following along. I know Skylar's really excited to see where this journey is going to take her and all the fun things and fun places she's going to get to go. Want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and keep informed.